What up, what up, what up? Welcome back to our channel, guys. I'm Rod. I'm here with my dad.
Rod Sr.
And we are Bridging the Gap. Yes, sir. The boys is back with another fire reaction video for you. If you enjoy our videos, please make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Also, drop a comment and let us know what we should react to next, as well as turn on your post notifications to make sure you're notified every single time we drop a new video. Also, if you like our videos, but you want to see the uncut, unedited versions, as well as the extra content that we drop throughout the month, make sure you check out our Patreon. The link is in the description. All right, so today, Dad, I thought we'd switch it up a little bit. We've been listening to all these classic albums and you know, from different eras. We've listened to stuff from the 90s, from the 2000s. We've even listened to really current stuff like that's come out in the last couple months. And so I thought we'd send it back a little bit, not too far back, but we're going to go back a little bit to the era. I've explained this to you a little bit, the blog era, where rappers would drop mixtapes on the internet, like free mixtapes to create a buzz. And I don't know, I was just thinking about all these mixtapes and stuff, and I was just thinking, like, growing up, like, what was one of the, you know, really big ones of the blog era, and I just kept on coming to this one. So the mixtape we're gonna listen to is a mixtape from an artist by the name of Khalifa. And we were talking about Wiz Khalifa earlier. I told you that he's the guy that did the Black and Yellow song. That's your jam because you're a Steelers fan, true and true. Yep. So, but Wiz Khalifa has had a ton of success in the rap game, but I think that some of his best work was from early on in his career. He dropped a mixtape that had the whole internet in a frenzy. Everybody was playing this song, this mixtape. I mean, you couldn't go anywhere without hearing this mixtape. It was so right? popular. And it was just real different for its time. Wiz Khalifa was a super different artist, and yeah, Kush and Orange Juice is an absolute classic mixtape. I don't care what anybody has to say. Oh no, I'm standing on that. I wish somebody would tell me that. But yeah, it's super fire, and I think I don't know.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Because I don't know a lot of these young whippersnappers, but I was just thinking, you said Wiz Khalifa, when did he first drop what year was this?
So Kush and Orange Juice came out in 2010.
Okay, 2010. So I don't know. I was just thinking because I was reading an article yesterday, and did he come out around the same time as 2 Chainz, or is 2 Chainz older than he is?
2 Chainz is older, but I think they were around the same time. Yeah.
Okay.
That they were coming up, dropping mixtapes.
I was reading this article. I don't know why it made me think about it. I read this article since you always, educating me on my hip hop game now. I run across these articles all the time. I saw this one about 2 Chainz, man. He was having his basement, a pipe busted down in his basement. Did you hear about that?
No.
Okay, check this out, man. I'll give you some knowledge now.
That's random.
Give you some hip hop. Look, 2 Chainz had his pipe busted down in his basement. So they go down there and they digging around. They had to tear up some walls and stuff like that. They found his a big old stash of money, man, tightly rolled bills. His dad,
his uncle or something.
His dad,
I did see that. Yeah.
He's been stashing all that money. He said, I was wondering why my uncles and my dad never did work. I never did see them go to work in the morning.
I did see him like
pulling out.
He was like putting his hand in a bag of all the rolled.
They all rolled up tight. Yeah.
I did see that.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
I didn't know that it was because the pipe busted. They had to dig it up and stuff.
Man, you got to get the whole history.
You got to get the whole story.
You giving me history all the time. Give you some. So anyway,
all right, that's interesting. Yeah, so I would say they kind of around the same time. Same
time?
Yeah, well, 2 Chainz has kind of a different story because so he's
an Atlanta boy though, right?
He is from Atlanta, okay. But he was previously signed to Ludacris's record label way earlier than that, like in the early 2000s. And it didn't really pan out. He was in a group called Player Circle. They had a couple songs, but they didn't really make it big. But then 2 Chainz went solo in the early 2010s, started dropping solo mixtapes, and that's when he blew up.
That's when he blew up.
Yeah.
Okay, so Wiz is
another
Atlanta
He's from Pittsburgh.
He is. Oh, no wonder
Yeah,
he's okay.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, Wiz Khalifa, Cameron Jabril Thomas, born 1987, known as Wiz Khalifa. He's a rapper from Pittsburgh. He dropped his debut album Show and Prove in 2006. He was signed to Warner Brothers Records in 2007. He had a couple chart-topping songs early on in his career. Then he started dropping mixtapes as an independent artist. And he in 2010 he dropped the classic mixtape Kush and Orange Juice, and we're gonna listen to that now.
Okay.
All right. So the first track here. What do you think about the title of this mixtape, Kush and Orange Juice?
Kush and Orange Juice. That sounds like some kind of drink that they hook up like some syrup or. I don't know. I mean, they always got these old wild drinks they drinking all the time. Maybe is that maybe one of the things they drink?
No. So Kush is just like another name for weed, like really strong weed.
Oh, that's right. Duh, I should have known. What? We even had called it Kush back in my day, so I should have known that. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
but Kush and Orange Juice.
Kush and Orange Juice. That's how Wiz Khalifa likes to wake up in the morning. He likes to have a nice joint. And a glass of orange juice. Yeah.
All righty.
Yeah. And it's I think it's very Wiz Khalifa is very, very well known for smoking a lot of really high grade weed. Like that's what he's like known for.
Oh, well, him and Snoop Dogg I get along really well.
They're actually very great friends. And they actually have they have a whole album together. Like Wiz Khalifa's like the new the reincarnated Snoop Dogg. Like seriously, like everybody loves Wiz, everybody loves Snoop. Like they're like the coolest, chillest guys.
You're right.
Like they're both really tall. They're like both really skinny.
Snoop's he's a Steelers fan.
He is.
Yeah. That's my boy. It's both Steeler Nation. Offensive tackle we need, a high caliber one, new offensive coordinator, and a high draft picking wide receiver, and boom, back in the Super Bowl. Just saying.
Okay. All right. So anyway, we will get right into Kush and Orange Juice. The first track is properly titled "Waken Baken."
Waken Baken. So he's gonna eat bacon. Okay, so he's adding to his. He's gonna have his Kush.
His orange
he's
juice.
gonna have some orange juice, and then he's gonna have some bacon.
I think he means bake, like get
something
baked,
else, right?
But yeah. I like your version.
Waken Baken. I get that too.
Okay, right. Here we go. Track 1, Waken Baken.
All right. Who's the producers on this?
This is produced by Sledgren.
Never heard of him.
He works very closely with Wiz Khalifa. Yeah,
okay.
They have a lot of beats on here.
All right. Okay. I like that already. The introduction.
All right, that is the intro track, Waken Baken. What did you think about that one, Dad?
That kind of gave me like a 70s feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of like this one song the Temptation made where they was Ain't No Justice. It had that, I don't know, just got that 70s feel. It just, I can't really describe it. It's just like something I would have heard back then. Mm-hmm. I like the beat, the special effects, and the way they did the voicing and everything. So yeah, it was a good intro to me. It was interesting. It caught my attention right off the bat.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's a great intro. All right, cool. We will roll right into the next track, and I'll kind of back up Waken Baken because I don't know if it's gonna. I don't know if it's gonna roll in like it should, like because this is on a different app. It's not on streaming platforms. This is on Dat Piff.
Okay.
So I'm hoping that it rolls right into it so you can hear like the transition because it's a pretty good transition.
All right, cool.
But the next track is titled Mesmorized.
All right.
Here we go.
Okay.
Sean Khalifa, man.
It's produced by Cardo.
Paper Plane Gang. 501 Young. Hey, shout out to my brother Spitter, man.
Spitter.
I just wanted to say that.
Paper Plane.
Yeah.
Heard that somewhere before. A song called Paper Plane, right?
Oh yeah,
Bitch, we see
by
this
MIA.
shit from across the street, nigga. What up, Chevy?
What up,
Jerm, I
boy?
see you. Cardo on the beat. I don't love them, I don't chase them, I duck them. Smoke something, go to a new state soon as I fuck them. See me stunting, game running, wanna know my hotel and who phone the ring when she coming. I keep it 100. Get love from the hoes, but it's money over bitches, nothing above it. Like the weed, loud like my engine when I speed up. Bitches holding they weed, rolling trees with their pretty feet up. Them suckers often imitate, but they can't beat us. So super high, look in the sky when you won't see me, bruh. Cut my speakers up, drowning out what the critics say. Just continue to smoke and remain G as fuck. I keep it so G, I keep it so G. Get you some money, fucking with me. I don't love them, I don't chase them, I duck them. Try to get paper out of fucker, don't know shit about her. I take you up where it's cloudy. And one of them lames still rockin' Prada. I go to Louis and blow a couple thousand, ain't really ballin'. Saying they being honest, claiming that's your wife, but we can't call it. She all in my hotel suite at 3 in the morning. Taking their clothes off, take niggas' hoes and smoke hella trees with them. As for your team, you niggas in the stands, you just looking. I'm a pro to these rookies, and the plan is still paper over. Puss, and ain't shit changed, but the amount of horses in my motor when I switch lanes. And I beat them harder with the diamonds in my big chain. Heavy in this shit
nice.
just don't sound cool. That's what we go to sleep to.
Cheese and eggs, too.
Wake up to. Kush and orange juice, nigga. Yeah. Over this year. It's a wrap.
He sound like he high laughing.
We don't want no more sucker shit. Ever.
He said, we don't want sucker shit ever.
All right, that's track number 2, Mesmorized. What'd you think about that one, Dad?
Sound like a man that knows what he wants, man, you know. I don't know. As I'm revisiting and picturing and going back and listening to all the rappers, and when they talk about women and stuff and the women they encounter, it seems like the big ones, they don't let the women phase them. They kind of like, you know, that's part of it. But their main thing is their craft, you know, just staying on top and doing and putting out real quality music. Mm-hmm. And then the ones that are the weak ones, they the ones always they always talk about a whole bunch of chicks, but the chicks is always in their head. They kind of like always interfering with their game. Mm-hmm. You know, so that's why I you know, when he started talking about the way that he handles his business. Mm-hmm. You know, that to me is the. He says, "I'm a real G."
Yeah.
He's a real G
for sure. Definitely,
you know what I mean. So
yeah, that's definitely a big part of Wiz Khalifa's message throughout his music. Is just keeping it G. You know what I'm saying? These women, like you said, they come with the game, but you know he's never letting that affect him. And,
right.
I think he's done a pretty good job at following through with that throughout his career. I don't think he's been ever like tied up in some stuff. He's had some pretty high profile relationships. Uh-huh. He actually was dating. He has a child with Amber Rose.
Oh, okay.
But even throughout their whole situation and breakup and everything, like he never like did no sucker shit. Like he never did nothing like whack. Like he's just always been
handled it like a G.
Been a G about it, man. So
that's what's up.
He don't just rap about it. He's living it for sure.
Right.
But yeah, that beat is super fire. Produced by Cardo.
Mm-hmm.
I think Wiz Khalifa really put Cardo on the map because Cardo has gone on to do a lot of really great things. Cardo is another guy that was kind of like an internet producer or YouTube producer who's taken off. Sledrin as well. And they've worked really close with him, and they've blown up since then. They've done all kind of great things.
Cool.
But I think this mixtape really put those guys on the map. So
Nice.
Cool. What do you think about Wiz Khalifa's rapping style and just like
It was smooth.
his voice?
It
And
was smooth, and I like that one. Where was that? What? Yeah.
like the hook.
Yeah, the hook. The hook was tight. Man.
Yeah.
It was really tight. I liked it. So
For sure.
and he's got a nice flow.
Yeah.
And so like you listening to the music and you listening to him rap, and all of it's just like yeah.
Yeah.
It was good.
Cool.
It was really good.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this did not leave the deck for months.
Well, I tell you what, so far, the rest of this sound like what I've heard so far.
Yeah.
I can see why.
Okay.
We'll see though.
Cool.
I'm a skeptic.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All right, we'll go ahead and get to the next track. This is titled "We're Done." This is track number 3. It features Demi Lovato.
Demi.
Yeah, Demi Lovato, the pop superstar. This is produced by Cashmere Royale.
I heard of him before, right? Yes, I've had to heard of that. That sounds familiar right there.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Oh man, I don't know. I don't.
If
know
you guys
about
think
that
we've listened to anything produced by Cashmere Royale, please drop it in the comments. But I don't think we have. But yeah, here's track number 3. We're Done, featuring Demi Lovato.
one. Okay.
We're done, but it's not over. We'll start it again. After the end of the day, it keeps getting better. Don't
We
be
gon' chase this
afraid.
cheese. Laughing at you haters like I told you. I just tell the waitress keep pouring. Get in front of the camera, keep posing. Too much bank to be rolled in. That's why I stay going till the cake gets swollen and you just can't fold it. Or it's old and molded and the crust get golden.
It keeps getting better.
Yeah.
There goes that
Don't be
line,
afraid. We'll
Taylor
do it
gang over
together.
ever. Chase me, I'll chase this cheese while we're young. One.
We're done.
It's a fucking rap, dog. Said Taylor gang or die. I meant that
The
shit.
laugh is infectious, man.
Yeah.
He's actually really famous for his laugh.
Oh, is he?
We'll do it together.
Like the girl on Ridiculous.
Oh man.
We'll start
So just look out the window.
She's famous for her laugh.
She is. Her laugh is annoying.
It is
See what you
very.
used to have.
Don't
Now
be
look up.
afraid. We'll do it together.
All right,
Okay.
that is track number 3. We're Done. What'd you think about that one, Dad?
That was okay. Demi, they could left her out.
Yeah. You know what? If there's any track on here I used to skip, it was this one.
Yeah.
And I was always real upset that they put it so early in this track, especially right after Mesmorized. Like, Mesmorized is so fire. And then he followed it with this song.
Well,
He should have put this at the end.
I don't know. I kind of disagree, man, because if you put that at the end after you heard a whole lot of banging songs and you get that at the end, you be like, oh, damn.
Yeah, or maybe
You
in the
know, so
middle or
maybe-
something. I don't know. Or I don't think this song belonged on here.
You know, it's better that they put it in there now and got it
Out the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But I will say that Wiz Khalifa, like early on in his career, he had this song called Say Yeah, and it was like this pop, like it was like on this Euro pop beat.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, he's always done that. Like he's made his type music, but then he'll always dabble with like kind of like some poppy, like white people music.
I mean,
and
this-
it works for him.
But you know what? This probably did really well, his song. I bet you it did.
Yeah, I mean, I think it pleased part of his fan base, and that's why his fan base in particular, I mean, he has a huge fan base, and he's had a lot of crossover success, and I think it is due in part to songs
Hey,
like
that's
this.
how you get that paper, man.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it, but I used to skip this joint.
No, Demi didn't do nothing for me. Man.
Yeah, I used to skip this one. But shout out to Wiz for doing what he do.
Right.
All right, so yeah, that's track 3. It's over. Or we're done. We'll go ahead.
Yeah, we're done.
We're done. We're done with that one. We'll get into the next track. It's a skit, and then it'll go right into the next track, which is titled "The Statement."
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. So I'll just play. I'll play the skit and I'll just let it roll right into the statement.
Okay.
And this the statement is produced by Rich Kid, Ryan Copeland, and Eric Monco.
All right.
All right, so here's skit 1.
But it's not over. We'll start it again.
Shut the fuck up. Hello? Did I get through? Shut the fuck up, guys.
Yeah. We back again, y'all. It's your boy, Mr. Easy Wider. Like I never motherfucking left. This time we hitting y'all with Kush and orange juice. That's right. The formula for wake and bake, y'all. So get your fruits and vegetables. Roll up that good weed and ride with me.
And now nigga don't know that woman nigga hard, man. Real shit, cuz.
Okay.
That's just real shit, cuz.
Well, what we gonna do is we gonna roll this thing up. We gonna get a big ass lighter. We gonna set this shit on fire. Right here on WEED.
That was entertaining. That's his crew, Taylor Gang.
Yep. Yeah.
You know the planes and the Taylor Gang and the weed is rolled, the drink is cold. It's new to you, to me it's old. CEO, these off-brand niggas ain't really the future. Miss Cleo, how when I approach, been known to leave weed crumbs and trails of sour D smoke. The irony of suckers who predicted the planes landing, now they wanna fly with me. I just let it boost my confidence, roll another joint, drop pilot shit. Okay, this ain't the life that we chose, but it's the life that we live in. Know we belong, girls. Fuck what they say we different. In my hotel chillin', bad women come and fill my marijuana prescription. You niggas know the biz is Taylor Gang or kill him.
All right, that is the statement. What do you think about that one, Dad?
Statement. Okay, basically, from what I got from this song was that they living a life that they actually did choose, but as he said in the song, this ain't the life we chose, but it's the life that we live in. Meaning that, okay, we're gonna play this out. They know they belong on the top, but they ain't tripping right now because they know they gonna get there. So he's still striving to be on the top is what I get from this song. And he's just letting you know, oh, we ain't tripping. We gonna get there. Just hold on.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. And I think this is like a super prophetic song too, because I mean, at this point in his career, he was growing a lot. He was doing these vlogs on YouTube. It was called Day to Day, and basically it was just his everyday life, just on tour and going to the studio and stuff. But it was creating a massive following on YouTube.
Oh, really?
You know, and rappers had done that before, but I think Wiz kind of like really raised the bar for this.
Right.
He was just super consistent with it, and the fans were absolutely just glued to it. Really? So the lead up to this Kush and Orange Juice project was amazing because we were hearing these beats and we're like, oh my God, this beat sounds fire, but you didn't hear the song yet.
Oh,
you know, and you would get a little snippet. He would play little snippets and stuff. It was just a lot of anticipation.
He seemed like he's real humble about everything. You know, he's like he's got a vision, but and he's not like. You know, like some of these entertainers out here, well, rappers, I say specifically. Some of them, they get just as soon as they get just a little bit of a taste of success, they think like they the baddest rapper in the whole wide world. When hey, dude, you just got started.
Right.
Slow your roll.
Absolutely.
Where he's thinking, long term. And he's like, okay, we coming.
Yeah.
We ain't on the top yet. He's had a little success from judging from the song, but he's like, oh no. We coming.
Right.
We gonna get to the top.
Get there. Yeah, for sure.
I like that.
Definitely. Cool. Well, yeah, that's a statement. Love that beat.
Yeah, that beat was sweet, wasn't it?
Super fire beat. This album is packed with fire beats. All right, cool. So we'll go ahead and roll into the next track. This track is titled Spotlight, and it's featuring an artist by the name of Killer Calione, and it's produced by The Watchers. And yep, another joint. Here we go. Spotlight.
All right.
10 steps ahead of these niggas. Fool.
Fool.
That's why they fuck with me instead of these niggas. Yeah. Yeah. This beat go perfect with my belt. Match my Damier luggage.
Nice.
Joints rolled up. That's Louis Vuitton. Bad bitches and cold drinks. Yeah. You know what it is, man. Taylor Gang. No joint roaches in my car. Play the game smart. We gon' get this cheese. Don't give police a reason to fuck us all. I done seen nothing this high in a minute. Took ownership of the air. I'm fly. You niggas just trying to visit. Yeah, bitch. Whatever that paper goes, I don't get it. So mommy, are you with it? I gotta know we in the spotlight. Never been high as you are till you get on my flight. Up and away we go. On my plane. Mama, they know my name everywhere that we go. And they rep the gang everywhere that we go.
Good drink that'll seat ya. Put you in a sleeper, Louis on my peoples, but I see that bread clearly though. Good music is the consequence, we legends really though. Minus Kanye, but we got this money in common, we get it day and night. Good and married to it, no woman. I'm the shit, no plumbing, money talk. Kim Kardashian type, 5-star chicks, first class like my last flight.
I don't get it, so mommy, are you with it? I gotta know we in the spotlight. Never been high as you are till you.
That is tight. Yeah.
All right, that is Spotlight featuring Killer Callion. What'd you think about that one, Dad?
Okay, now that one right there so far, right now, that was my favorite.
Yeah, that's a standout for sure.
Yeah, that was a real good one, man. And he sang a little bit too. He can carry a tune.
Yeah.
I like the words. I like the lyrics, man. I like the production on it. Great.
Yeah.
Just everything about it was great. His flow, great.
Yeah.
And the hook was great.
What do you think about Killer Callion's feature verse on there?
It was good. It was real good. It makes up for putting Demi on here.
For sure. Yeah, this beat.
Sorry, Demi.
This beat is super fire, and I think this beat kind of gives me 70 vibes too. I think they all, as a music collective, they all are really into like sampling and pulling from the 70s kind of. Stuff.
Yep. I agree. I definitely do agree.
Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorites.
Was good though, man. I like that.
Love that song. Cool. All right, we'll go ahead and roll into the next track. What?
I was just thinking about, man, this dude, he sang more about weed than Snoop does.
I'll tell you.
It's
that's
just
like,
I'll roll it up, get high, roll it up, get out.
Yeah, I'm rolling up. I'm having the girl roll up. I'm having your girlfriend roll up weed. Yeah. She's ignoring you.
Grandma's going to roll it up. I mean, everybody's going to roll. The dog going to roll it up.
No, that is Wiz Khalifa's subject matter for sure.
But the thing about it, to me, excuse me, it's refreshing, especially when you listen to a lot of ones, gangster rap and stuff.
Mm.
He ain't talking about Mac 10. I mean, that started playing out on me. Oh, I got my Mac 10 and rat-a-tat, and all that. So, to me, that's a good break.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I'll also say, like, during this era, like the blog era, there was like, this kind of switch over from more gangster stuff being like on the mainstream to kind of these guys more eclectic styles, a little different.
Yeah, but then too, also to add to that, I guess about around that time, gangster rap had took a big hit. You know what I mean? So they had to come out with something new, something fresh.
Yeah, for sure.
Something that appealed to people other than gangster rap. So
yeah,
but he cool though. I like him.
Wiz Khalifa's like one of the coolest human beings. Like he's just a cool guy.
So how what age is he? At this point in his life.
At this point, well, I will say, let's see, he's 35 now.
He's 35 now?
So this was 13 years ago. So he was in his early 20s.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So here is another skit, and then it'll roll into.
And these rappers are getting old fast. So either I'm getting old fast, one of the two. Because I'm looking at Snoop Dogg, those commercials where he's sitting on the beach and he's sitting there with this other guy sitting here trying to rap, and old corny rap. And I'm looking at Snoop Dogg, and I'm like, damn, dude getting gray hairs. And then you look back at what's that movie back in the day when they made? He was one of the Next Fridays. Was it one of the Next Fridays he was on?
Nah, Snoop wasn't in none of the Fridays. He was in
What was
he was in
series?
Baby Boy.
Yeah, Baby Boy. That's right.
When he was in the wheelchair.
That's what it was. No, he wasn't in the wheelchair because he like went up to Baby Boy's house. Remember he was riding the bike. You remember he was riding the bike, went over Baby Boy's girlfriend's house, and he just got out of jail.
That's a different movie. Yeah, that's right.
Which one was that?
Damn, what movie is that? I think that is Baby Boy.
Yeah, that's when Baby Boy got jaked up. Right.
Which one was he in a wheelchair?
Oh man, I can't remember which one.
Then he was also in that movie. Him and Dre had that movie Car Wash back in the day too. That was.
I didn't get to see. I don't think I saw
never seen that one. That was good too.
Yeah, I seen the old Car Wash. What was that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying, man. You just seem like I just watched this movie. It was like yesterday,
right?
And now I'm looking at him on the beach. He got gray hair, and I'm like, damn, that time went by fast.
Time flies. I mean, even just this album, I'm thinking about this mixtape, and it's a really nostalgic mixtape. But I'm like, wow, like this is old now. It's 13 years old.
Yeah,
and it's like,
yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, because like
flies.
I remember when you was just like that. And now you old now.
I know, man.
Old.
All right, chill out. All right, so the next track is another skit, and then it goes into The Kid Frankie, and The Kid Frankie is produced by Loose Ends. So here's the skit, and then Kid Frankie.
Kid Frankie.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's your boy, Mr. Easy Wider.
Yeah.
Right here on the Easy Hour. With a little Kush and orange juice for you to wake and bake to. You know how we do that.
You recognize that?
Yeah. We rockin' with nothing but the best. Nope, you down. I need y'all to call up.
Yeah, there was a
roll
tight
up,
sample right there.
Get high to
wondering
the
if
sky.
somebody used something like that.
Yeah.
Let's hear from one of our callers. Caller, what's your name and where you
What's
from?
your name? Where you
Hey,
from?
what's happening, baby? This
I
your
could do
man,
something like
Lil
that.
Mom.
Caller, what's your
From the
name?
short side of the
Where you
bridge,
from?
baby.
Dig.
Yeah.
What you waking in bed to?
Man, I got a glass of that OJ and a plane of that Kush waiting for me.
Yeah. Matter of fact, we gonna get to another rolling up doobies as we speak. We don't smoke blunts, y'all. Caller, what's your name and where you from?
What up, though? This crazy go from Michigan, man. Let me get a black word for that good shit you got
Oh,
there.
fuck you, boy. You ain't trying to get high. I'ma bring y'all some new shit off that Kush and orange juice from my man, Young Wiz Khalifa. Taylor Gang, I see y'all.
He said, "Oh no, man, you ain't trying to get out."
All right, here's Kid Frankie.
Get high, cruise at a jet speed. Do it like I do it for TV. 675 Damier LVs. 7 something with tax. And when I'm on the plane, got to carry on the match. Nigga, that's flash shit. Tryna peep game, lil homie, just watch this. Champagne in my cockpit. Talking about you got a man, mommy, just stop it. Please. Ain't game, nothing changed, Still rep the game, Okay. Self-made, been through what I've been through. So I know a nigga who grows. And that's on the real, mama. If you tryna slide,
Probably
gotta
got a
bring
whole
one for
farm
real.
of
Just
that
another
shit
day in the
somewhere.
life.
He do
Another
now.
play, another night. Getting faded with
He does
another
now.
nigga wife. Drinking hella champagne, saying a rave with the Sprite. Then I'm up in the AM to catch another flight. Niggas repping the gang simply because everything else
Sang
lame. The
rave
fans
with
want real
Sprite.
niggas, the hoes looking for change.
That
I
was
seen
the
it
day.
all. Player in the
Yeah.
game. First they biting the flow, now they
He
jacking
old
on
soul.
slang.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm out here living it, Niggas know that we doing our thing. Taylor Gang,
Yeah, he was feeling that when he first heard that song. He said, "Yeah, I can sample this shit." Yeah. You hanging on string now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kush and orange juice, nigga.
that's tight as hell.
Can't forget that.
Yeah, that beat is so fire.
Hey, man, you know what?
I know the original of that song.
Yeah, you know that.
Yeah.
You shoulda. You heard it enough.
Yeah, for sure. All right, that is the Kid Frankie. What'd you think about that one? Dad?
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna say about this one. I'm not gonna dub anyone my favorite until I hear this whole album.
Okay. Yeah.
That was a good one too.
For sure.
Yes. That was a nice sample, man. Well, of course, the production, the sampling and everything. That was very good. I like, man, his lyrics, man.
Yeah.
It's just like the dude who be talking smack, man.
Yeah.
But it's so cool, you know what I mean?
For sure.
I like his style, man.
Definitely.
He had to go to the top as one of my favorites if this keeps up.
Yeah. Yeah, Wiz is just, I mean, like I said, I mean, he's so unique, but he sticks to what he knows. He talks about weed, hanging out with girls, and getting money and
And
stuff.
you said he had a farm already. He probably got acres and acres of weed growing.
So, I don't think he had it then, but as his success grew and he got into different business endeavors, he got into the weed game, and he has one of the most popular and successful strains of weed
dispensaries
out there. No, he sells his strain in dispensaries all across the country. It's called Khalifa Kush. KK for short. And I mean, it's one of the most sought after, highest potency strains.
I bet you he was probably like, when him and Snoop probably thought about this one day while they was getting high. So while they was getting high, we gonna get us some scientists.
Yeah,
we're gonna hire these motherfuckers, and they're gonna hook our shit up. We're gonna have the strongest weed in the world.
Yeah, for sure.
You look that.
Yeah, and one of his real good friends by the name of Burner is another weed entrepreneur. So I think he hooked up with him, and they developed this strain. And Khalifa Kush has been.
So you can find that in dispensaries all over wherever they have dispensaries.
Yep,
that's smart, man.
Yep, and it's always like it's a very premium. It's top shelf.
Okay, so when you buying it, you're
getting the good stuff. Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
and it's he's very well respected in that world.
So when I don't know much about these dispensaries and stuff. I know that you can buy weed, but then you have your pens, those pens, so can those strains also be put into a pen?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And most of the big brands, if they have like a strain of flower, they'll typically put that strain in a concentrate as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's called KK.
Yeah, KK.
Now what's the other dude's
Khalifa
name?
Kush.
You said
Burner, yeah.
Of course. How can I forget that name?
Yeah.
So what is Snoop's his called? Does he have one?
I don't know if I would really assume that Snoop would have a strain, but I don't know what it is or if it's as well known and popular as Wiz's.
You know what Snoop should do since he's in the cookbooks and stuff?
What?
He should make all these
edibles.
Recipes like brownies, like edibles, brownies. But then he should learn how to put weed in like regular food. Like smothered chicken and meatloaf.
See, that could make some trouble because you just eat too much of that, you go in a coma. Especially if it tastes good. Oh man, that's the thing with edibles. You gotta have you can't eat the whole thing. You gotta have a little piece because edibles smack you. This streamer, this is random, but this streamer, he's a really popular streamer over the last few months or year or so. He's gained a lot of fame and notoriety. His name's Kai Cenat, and he streams on Twitch, and he does these streams. They're 4 or 5 hours long, where he's just playing video games, playing games, talking to people, whatever. And he's really famous for it. But he recently got banned from Twitch because he took an edible on Twitch, and then he passed out. So he's streaming. He just slumped over, and just knocked out in the middle of his stream because he just took too much of that edible, and it's just crazy.
He ruined a good thing.
I mean, he's got millions of followers. Are
they gonna let him back on?
I don't know. It's kind of crazy because everybody's what's gonna happen now? Because I mean, that's how he's created his massive wealth. I mean, he's 21 years old or something like that. And he's super rich and famous.
Super 21-year-old mistake too, man.
That's a bonehead thing to do, but I guess he violated the whatever.
Wow. I hope they let him pass him, maybe give him a fine or something.
Yeah. They gotta let him back because honestly, he's one of the big reasons why Twitch is successful right
Oh,
now. You know, they got to bring him back, but they got to give him a little slap on the wrist.
Right.
Tell him he can't do that. All right. That was off topic. We will go ahead and roll into the next track. This track is titled,
I'm telling you, man, meatloaf.
Weed Meatloaf.
God. You know what? If you don't want to make the meatloaf, I mean, don't put it in the meatloaf. You put it in the gravy, and then you keep the gravy separate from the meatloaf, so that when you slice your meatloaf, then you
can control how much gravy.
Yeah,
but then what if you want seconds? You got to put more gravy. Now you're just sleep for 2 days.
Oh well,
you got the itis and you high. All right, the next track is titled "Up." It's produced by XO, and this is just a song about how everything is better when you're high.
Of course.
Track number 9, Up. Here we go.
Who's the producers on this one?
XO.
Oh, okay, you did.
Yeah.
XO. Where's it at? Oh, there he is.
Right there.
XO.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Up.
Uh-oh, some crooning.
This feeling you got me feeling. Cause every time I try to leave, I'm right back again. Yeah. And I ain't going nowhere. You got me walking on the ceiling. So when the times
every time
get
trying to leave, I'm right back
night,
again.
you're all alone.
We know where he's at.
I'll be the one you call. Don't tell him where we might. So high, I'm not coming down. And you and me, you ain't coming down either. Let's write our names on the cloud, break something down. Don't tell them where we might go. And every time you look up, baby, I'm right there, flying in the air. So let all of your fears go up.
Dang, that sounds good when it.
We go
Who is that?
Everything's better when you're high. 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 If you don't smoke, I don't know why. Cause everything's better when you're high. Everything's better when you're high. Everything.
All right, that is track number 9, Up. What'd you think about that one, Dad?
Up. No. I mean, that was a really simple song. I mean, damn, I could have made that. You know, you just think of any kind of thing, you don't smack somebody. Smack, smack, smack. You know? I like the concept though. The music was like, as soon as it started out, you like, dang, he's trying to give you a vision of how high he is. He's like up there, like like the song say up. Right. And I was like, oh damn, he high. You know? So that was a good song. It was cool.
I love that beat. The beat is just so like relaxing.
It is
just like almost like
it almost made me high.
Yeah, for
listening to it almost made me high. Right. I'm like, oh damn, I ain't smoked nothing.
And yeah, you really like that little vocal run,
that hum in there. Yeah, that was nice.
Super fire.
That was super fire. Yeah, you're right.
Cool. All right, we'll go ahead and roll into the next track. This track number 10 is titled "Never Been," and this is produced by Sledrin. Yeah, this is probably one of the
Never Been. Huh?
It's probably one of the standouts. It's probably one of the more popular songs off of this album.
Oh, really?
Yeah, definitely a cult classic from.
Cult classic.
Yeah, like as far as like Wiz Khalifa fans, like this is like one of those songs.
Okay.
So yeah, here is "Never Been."
Nigga, know what happened. Members of the Taylor gang, rolling up them paper planes. Kush and orange juice, nigga. Who's winning? Ain't like them guys who wine and dine and keep they women. My bitches only want two things, that's to get high and kick it. Try my pop prescription, take a couple shots with lemon. Usually have to watch a movie to see how I'm living. Yeah, so what's the hope? Back another bottle, get the weed rolled up.
Nice flow again.
Everything's on. I get a lot cause I'm getting bankrolled.
Nice hook.
Follow me anywhere that my plane goes. Say she never been. Crack a window, we gon' smoke this endo. Saying that you still high from last night. You try to pass, trying to beware of the fast life. Kick it with the planes and it'll be your last flight. Yeah, OG hash, let you stumble to class right. The sex great, no I don't never been. I'm getting bankroll. Follow me anywhere that my plane goes. Say she never been. Louis luggage and all. Fuck with the Taylor gang, spring, summer, and fall. And winter too. Yeah, bitch. Germ on the boards.
Germ on the boards. What's that?
It's brought to you by
That's his engineer.
Bad Bitches and Good Weed.
That's recording him.
And it's a nice little beat to it.
And it's cool too. Like he's kind of like always work with the same guys, so he drops these names. And like I was telling you, he did those video blogs on YouTube. So you'd never like see the guys that the rapper works with. You always just see the rapper, but like you kind of feel like you start to get to know like
does he
their
show
crew
those guys
and stuff.
on the YouTube videos? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so you knew who Germ was, you knew who Sledgerin was, you knew who Cardo was, and it was just cool. He talks about his white friend Will a lot.
I was gonna say, Will. I was like, okay, Will.
So Will is his like manager, his road manager and stuff.
Okay.
So and then you would always in the videos, you'd always see Will. Will be just chilling like in the background, not doing nothing, but you would just always see the little white boy in the back, and it's like, oh, that's Will. Like,
Will.
Yeah. So
all right, gotcha.
That's cool, but yeah, that's Never Been. What'd you think about that one?
I liked it. I had a nice little beat. It was a different. It's a switch up, from what we've heard so far. So you got, to me, if you're gonna have a well-rounded album, you gotta put your talents, display your creativity on display. This was one way that he put his talents on display. Different beat, different kind of sound, but it was all like I love the hook.
Yeah,
and the beat was like.
It's actually from a video game.
Oh, is it? Because
Yeah.
I was thinking, every time I hear that kind of sound like that, it always reminds me of something like in a horror movie or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's from Chrono Trigger.
Chrono Trigger.
A Super Nintendo game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's a gamer. Huh?
Yeah. All right.
He likes to watch movies, I gather, too. From one of his songs.
Yeah. He likes to roll up a joint and watch a movie, and and he doesn't have to wine and dine his women. They just want to smoke and hang out. Yeah,
there you go.
So,
there you go. Just a chilled out kind of guy.
Yeah. I guess. What do you think about his album artwork for this mixtape?
It's old school.
It's got a suit on, and
it look like something you see in the the 60s and 70s. Not so much in the 80s though. They kind of went in the 80s, but yeah, that would be something like you see some of your older. I would call them OGs. Would be wearing on the albums.
Yeah.
Nice
pinstripe suit there.
Cute little honey went on that. Ain't nothing, real provocative or nothing like that. It's kind of really, for him, I mean, for a rapper, I think it's kind of conservative, actually, but it looks nice.
Yeah.
Good taste.
Yeah. All right, cool. We'll go ahead and roll into the next track. This is titled In the Cut. This is produced by Cardo again. And
that's that Midwest, man. That's where they come from.
What? In the Cut?
That style.
Oh,
man, okay. Down south, they'd be dressing a little different. In the East Coast, it'd be different. That's that Midwest kind of look too. Influence.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where his daddy was talking about. He'd come home all tatted up and stuff. I see all those tats around his neck now. I see what his daddy was talking about.
That's Jid.
Oh yeah, duh.
But Wiz Khalifa is probably one of the most tatted rappers Like he's super tatted.
I don't know, man. I see him, man. So many of them so tatted up, man. I don't know if you.
Well,
can get
now
me
it's kind of trendy for the rappers to be super tatted up. But I think like Lil Wayne was probably one of the trendsetters in that. Like he was always super tatted, like face tattoos, covered in arms, legs, chest, everywhere. Wiz Khalifa is another person that came up that was just super tatted. Now it's kind of normal for the rappers to be super tatted, but back then that was like kind of a more rare thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. So the next track, In the Cut, produced by Cardo. Here we go.
In the Cut. Cardo.
Niggas know. Taylor gang, sunshine or snow, them hoes running they best clothes. And I probably fucked your bitch, nigga.
There you
Real
go.
shit.
We never always
Taylor gang or die. That's what we live by.
I ain't heard that in a long time. Doobies. Wow.
Rolling doobies up. In the cut, rolling doobies up. In the cut, rolling doobies up. In the cut, rolling doobies up.
Wake up, be the components. Come to my crib, see money so big you can't fold it. So I live. She poured her a little gin, then rolled her another dude. Before she was finished, man, Freaky Sheena got super loose.
We never away we go. We supposed to go. We supposed to go. We never low.
Rolling doobies up.
In the cut, rolling doobies up. In the cut, rolling doobies up.
Wake up, bake up, gotta get my cake up.
In the cut, rolling doobies up.
Choked out, loped out, blowing hella smoke out. While them little niggas still smoking hella blunts. What? I just made us another plane and poured out some champagne. As soon as we finished it, she was screaming out Taylor gang.
We never low.
Man.
We go.
In the cut, rolling doobies up.
Wake up, bake up, gotta get my cake up.
In the cut, rolling doobies up.
Choked out, loped out, blowing hella smoke
It's
out.
going, man. It's all right.
Rolling
He's having
doobies
fun.
up.
Yeah, for sure.
Like all the special effects in this one. That's my favorite thing about this song.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like the whooshes and the
you know, the little highs and lows and the the cymbals are what would you call them?
hi-hats.
All the little round things. What you call those?
I think it's a symbol.
Cymbals,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Is it cymbals? No, cymbals are
Yeah, that's the same thing though. It's like just on the
just
stand.
flat. Okay, yeah. The cymbals and all the high ends. I really like it a lot because when I used to listen to music when I was younger, man, I used to always like to hear the high ends, and my friends always wanted to hear that low boom, boom, boom. I was like, no, man, you just need a little touch of that.
Yeah.
and I want to hear the high ends.
Yeah,
To
yeah.
me, that's how I listen to my music. So anyway, that reminded me of the way I used to listen to my music because they had a whole bunch of highs in it, and then
Yeah.
they had those special effects, like you said, that. And so, and then he was just running off his rap game, and he was like, he just seemed like he was just like having fun. He high, he was like having a good time. So that's what that song represents to me. It's just like him having a good time and having fun.
Yeah, I think that's really what he represents as an artist too. He's just like doesn't take himself like super seriously. He just goes in there, he has fun, he smokes his weed, he's just hanging out with his friends.
Yeah.
And it just really comes off that way. And I think that's what his music, that's the best way for his music to be enjoyed. Like I just remember listening to this with my friends and just having a good time. And it's like one of those mixtapes you can just put on and
Right,
you just let it
play.
rock. You know what I mean? Everybody can just hang out and have a good time, and there's different tempos and vibes and stuff, but it's just all like just feel good, fun music. So
Yeah, I mean, to me, this guy is so talented. That's what he does. He just kicks back and has fun and lets his talent take over. His talent is just there. So he just like, okay, let's put on a beat and roll with it. Does he freestyle?
I think he writes most of his music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Yeah, super fun. We'll go ahead and roll into the next track. This is titled Visions. This is produced by Sledrin.
Okay.
And yeah, here is track number 12, Visions.
Visions.
Life. Looking out the window.
This is a really popular hip hop sample.
Oh, is it?
This gets
Pushing
sampled a
orange
lot.
juice, nigga. You might want to burn one of this.
Almost came off like come off in the beginning like sound like a Jay-Z song.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't walk a Milanese 11 and a halves, even if you had a chance. Visions of this cash, follow with the thought of the bitch that's chilling at my labels. Gas you up to be something, get your paper, never trust them. Watch the niggas you run with. I done seen niggas who had all of their dreams fucked over some dumb shit and make no assumptions. Hotel owners saying the odors too pungent, blame it on the reefer consumption. The nigga tired just sitting around, man. Come on. Everything was all good. Now shit real. Yeah. Soon as I enter the room, it's red carpets and bitches with pretty rings. Non-smoking room, we just ashing them in the sink. I love her attitude, she love tracing my ink. I get up in the wind, leave her with something to ease stress. The best, not just regular vision. Let you get a glimpse of how I'm living. HD, young Khalifa getting to the money. Safe key. Matter of fact, hit this. You cold, nigga, I got a coat in the trunk.
All right, that is Visions. What'd you think about that one, Dad?
Good song. Another good song. I like the way he was describing when he's in the hotels and stuff. You know what I mean? So it's like, but so was he saying that most people say they ain't gonna smoke, but they smoke anyway and they get in trouble? Or he's telling them when he goes in the hotel, he tells them he gonna smoke and then they don't bother him.
Yeah, I think he's just saying he kind of just does whatever he wants. Non-smoking room, we ash in the sink, we'll put a towel under the door. Like we're gonna smoke it here.
I sound like my college dorm, man. Put the towel up under the door, man. Open up a window.
So I think they know they're gonna get charged for smoking in the room, and they don't care. It's a cost of doing business.
You can buy the room.
Yeah, exactly. But I love that you kind of noticed that this kind of sounds like a Jay-Z type of beat, because like this is definitely a Jay-Z type of beat. It sounds like something Just Blaze would have produced and put on the Black Album or Blueprint or something, because it's got that sample and that kind of boom bap old school hip hop type of beat. And yeah, I think that was a dead on comparison for sure.
Yeah,
that was pretty good.
Something.
I really like also in his first verse how he kind of is just giving game. You know, he's saying you guys couldn't walk a mile in my shoes.
Yep.
What he says? Get your paper, never trust them. Watch the niggas you run with.
Right.
I've seen niggas have
like
their dreams
that.
messed over some dumb shit. You know,
You spend some wisdom out there to the ones, because yeah, you're right. You know, you got a whole bunch of them out there, man. Like you say, they get a little taste of fame and they put the wrong people around them, and they, you know, it's a whole bunch of drama around. You know, they just bringing in drama, bad vibes, and everything else. So yeah, that's what he's saying. I think.
yeah, absolutely. And yeah, he even has this other line: "Word to the wise, don't let these labels gas you up to be something. Get your paper, never trust them." And I think that's like, you know, 90% of these people that get signed, they get signed in a crappy deal. They sell away all of their rights, you know, and they, you know, they're
That's
left
the
with
theme
nothing.
of the newer rappers now, man. They just like they want more control over what they do, and they are gaining more control of what they do.
Absolutely.
I don't know. At some point in time, man, these studios or whatever, these labels, man, I don't know if they'll ever go out of business, but the business is gonna be kind of drying up for them after a while when everybody gets hip to the game.
Yeah, they've definitely had to change their business models and you know, kind of change with the times, because these guys are they're getting more smarter about business, and it's getting harder and harder for them to take advantage of artists that know their worth. So,
Right.
Wiz is definitely a trailblazer in that. Okay, cool. So we'll go ahead and roll into the next track. This is track number 13. It's titled "Still Blazin'."
Still blazing.
Continuing with the theme
course he is.
the album.
Why stop now?
And this is featuring Albarosi, and it's produced by Serm Style. So here is track 13, "Still Blazin'."
Don't let
Usually I make a weed song, so here go a weed song. Usually I make a weed song, so here go a weed song.
Oh, he going a little reggae on him. That's only appropriate.
We got to.
Let all your conscience go and blow it by the O. I'm here, but my mind's gone. And it's getting hard to see you cause my eyes low. Marijuana minutes, nigga time slow.
Marijuana
on the
minutes.
Kush clock, it's always time to smoke. Say I look high, I say I'm high, bro. Still blazing, know I'm with me, just facing. I remember days when I could only smoke on occasions. I couldn't wait to go and cop from Ray and them. Rolling blunts of 50, stuck in my mom's basement. Had drove for sale, but niggas was smoking big ounces of Kush, nigga. Yeah. And they go wherever we go. Yeah. Why can't everyone just smoke like me? Just get up out my face and let me roll my weed. Well, ain't nobody in my business though. As the smoke begins to pile on, wetting rags and putting bags over the fire alarm. You niggas styrofoam, lightweights. I'm on my 13th OZ, quite baked.
Damn.
You probably go to sleep, your throat might ache. You off that good weed, you need a night.
All right, that is Still Blazin'. What'd you think about that one, Dad?
Okay, so that goes back to my comment earlier about creativity and how you got to switch up, you know, like on the album.
Mm-hmm.
And then he come back with a reggae kind of song, and I was like, oh yeah, okay, that's appropriate right there too. It's,
Yeah.
you know, especially because you know that's what you know your Bob Marleys and stuff used to do all the time too. They smoked a lot of weed,
Yeah.
and stuff. So anyway, yeah, that was a good song. I liked it. I enjoyed it. The beat was good. The lyrics were well written, and the production, you know, it was all good. I liked it. I liked it. What'd you think about it? Did you like it?
I love the song. I don't think there's really, other than We're Done, I don't really think there's anything I don't like on this album. But yeah, I agree with what you're saying because like with his subject matter being a little bit one dimensional, it is good that he's switching up like the production style and the type of songs that he's making. You know, he's got his, you know, the chill songs like Up, you know, where it's just like a chill vibe through the whole thing, and he's got kind of his more, you know, upbeat kind of like a Kid Frankie or Never Been, and then you got like this reggae vibe, Still Blazing. So he's switching up the sound, but still staying true to the theme of the album, and I think he's did a pretty good job at that.
Yeah, this guy, man, he's very entertaining, that's for sure.
Yeah, super likable person. So the next track is another skit. It's the Slim skit, and this is pretty entertaining.
The Slim skit.
Yeah, so we'll listen to the Slim skit. This is produced by Wiz Khalifa.
All right.
So here we go. You know that sample?
Yeah.
Dig,
See if
man.
you think of it.
Yeah.
My name is Slim. You know what I'm saying? My mama named me Charles. But the people they call me Slim. And you know, I've been on this Kush and orange juice, man. It's a wicked thing, brother. You know, I done been around, seen a lot of faces. But my old lady, she won't roll my weed up for me, man.
Oh man.
I work so hard. Get us a nice little place where nobody knows.
You ain't gonna tell me the 70s wasn't cool.
Yeah, no, facts.
Tonight can take you
Jive, man. Oh man. All right, that is the Slim Skit. What you think about that one?
I kept on trying to think of where I heard it. Oh my God, I was dead on it and couldn't think of it. Leroy Hudson. Because I was thinking big productions that was putting out music like it was Isaac Hayes, Leroy Hudson, and Curtis Mayfield. But I couldn't get Leroy Hudson right. And then I got mostly everything Leroy Hudson wrote.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so anyway, can't say nothing about my mom. I can't remember that song though by Leroy Hudson though. So anyway, yeah.
What did you think about Charles's plight in this song?
It was I felt sorry for him because he work hard, pay all the bills, come on me tired, he gonna kick his foot, put his feet up on the table, and have his woman roll his weed.
That's all he's asking.
That's all down. Well, you say he said she was
Jive, man.
You did.
You did.
That was nice, man. I like this guy. He's an old soul, man.
For sure.
For real. So I wondered, where I mean, a lot of this music obviously had to be played around him when he was young, coming up, for him to. But he must have been deep into a lot of music too.
Yeah,
back in those, even when he was real young.
Yeah, for sure.
So. Yeah, it shows.
Yeah. This track is like kind of like a little interlude, intermission kind of thing. I love the sample. I love what he did with it. Told that, the story, and it's fun. And then he second half of the track, he kind of like does the rolling up, and then he's kind of singing the backgrounds, and he kind of hits it with a little verse there. It's a cool song.
Yeah.
I love that song.
Very entertaining, man.
For sure.
It's just still something different, man. I like it.
Cool. All right, we'll go ahead and roll to the next track. This is track number 15. This is Pedal to the Metal, produced by Superstar O and Johnny Giuliano. And I will say Johnny Giuliano, another one of the super pioneering internet producers. He used to put beats on his website called SoundClick, and I mean he had this super recognizable tag Johnny Giuliano, and it was just like,
where you be listening to all this stuff at, man? It seems like you just bouncing back between all these different platforms and stuff. How'd you end up finding them? Just accident and listening?
Just being on the internet at this time. I mean, it was that's just kind of how it was. That's how you discovered new music. And you'd find beats, and there was just like all these websites that people could upload their beats. There's all these websites where people could upload free mixtapes, and it just kind of was the culture of it. So these guys that would upload these beats on these websites, they probably got thousands of beats stolen from them, and people would just make songs to these beats. But then it paid off, because then somebody like a Wiz Khalifa would find you and put you on their mixtape and pay you for your beat, and now you got like a really solid credit, and now you're getting more placements, and it just kind of changed the way that producers would get their music out there. So yeah, Pedal to the Metal, track 15. Here we go.
Cold. Blue ice. Things never look this nice. It's the life we live, it's the price we pay. 400 a zip, Imperial Rose. Black diamonds at all of my whips, timeless. Vow to never break your heart or a promise. I got us, ain't a show off, just being I'm studying to be an actress. What the haps is, I'ma call you later, then I'll fall through. Maybe we could all get faded. And I'm 100, them others trying to fake it. Self-made G, millionaire in the making. Boss of my team, bringing early on follow. Pedal to the metal, everything full throttle. Yeah. The money come in, the money go. The same seem to pertain to them corny hoes. So I keep it G, continually stack this paper while all them bitches chase me. Won't be an effort, you're safely your man. For first class living, taking pictures in the sand. $100,000 whip shopping trips to Japan. So you rolling if you know like I know. The niggas gon' go where I go. Gangster. All is
brothers bread, maybe split a cut with you. No respect for niggas who smoke blunts with you. All wins, no loss. Big house, mow lawn, no lease. Own cars, straight work, I'm my own boss.
All right, that's Pedal to the Metal. What'd you think about that one, Dad?
I like the flow of that song, and you know the change ups on it. I like the hook, you know, I like that, and I just like the whole story that it told, you know. So yeah, that was a good song.
Yeah.
Did you like that song?
Love that song.
Okay.
Yeah. I love the kind of the build up on this beat, like it build up into that first hook. And I think it's a well produced song, and it's a little different from what he's still talking about smoking weed and stuff, but it's kind of like more focused and talking about this girl that he's gonna take her and live the lavish lifestyle with her and stuff. So yeah, I like that joint.
Take it to the crib. Take it to the crib. Girlie gonna follow. Come on.
Yeah, I like that one. All right, we'll go ahead and get to the next track. This is titled "Good Dank." Track 16. This is produced by Wiz Khalifa's engineer, Big Germ. And here is Good Dank. Here we go.
Yeah. 10 steps ahead of these niggas. That's why they fuck with me instead of these niggas. Fool.
Dude play bass like that dude on Slave.
Kush and orange juice, nigga.
Just a touch of love. He got
I'm trying to use better words.
Yeah.
He got a style like that.
Yeah. Germ on the boards.
Germ.
This time around, we want all the money.
Differently this time. First he spelled his name with a G. Now he spelled it with a J.
I think that's how it's supposed to be spelled.
Show some. Champagne and easy water.
Easy wide.
Presidential views. Keeps it real, nothing like you actors do. Joints I flip, bomb raps I kick off. Can't rip this off. Tag on your mattress, fool. You rather be high. Chronic, I smoke hell in my pockets, one mozzarella. Yo bitch here, twisting up like propellers. Got my paper right now, we like white boy hair, the way they
When
jealous.
we come and we came to spend money, we think it ain't nothing. That's why the kids are cuffing they hoes. She coming to drink, the life is all I know. This way I try, grinded, paid its toll. Now everywhere I go, I fly.
Most of my bitches use and abuse these niggas, call it making them pay they dues. Spending all your hard-earned money on bags and shoes when all they really need is Kush and orange juice. Shit, that's what I feed them. They download my songs, watch my interviews and read them. Treat her like you love gang gang.
We came to spend money, we think it ain't nothing. That's why the kids are cuffing they hoes. She coming to drink and smoke some of this good dank, then go back to my place, don't ask, you already know. Ain't worry about another nigga, why I'm getting mine, homie, I ain't got the time. Facing the clouds, I'm feeling like time is on my side.
That bass player's wild, man.
All right, that's Good Dank. What do you think about that one, Dad?
That was a good song too. Another good song. He was like when they go somewhere, and I can see that actually happening too. Like when he bust in with his crew somewhere, they hanging out, and then they start clutching everybody's dudes with their women.
Start holding her tight and like, oh, you want to go over there? Yeah,
Bit not move. Either you go, you gotta go that bad.
All right, bye.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, but anyway, it goes, man. Yeah, it's a trip how people could just change their attitude and just like gravitate because they think they're gonna get something free, money, get high, whatever. This dude shows up and the whole scene changes. So that's an interesting way to live. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So
yeah, I love this track. I think that bass line is so dope. The other guitar that comes in throughout
And the
Super
keyboards,
fire.
the organ, or
Yeah,
whatever that was
the
near
organ.
the end too. Yeah, that was tight. That whole production was tight.
Yeah, and I think he really kind of switched up his flow on the verses on here.
Yep.
And then the fact that there's like no drums on here is just the melodies that carry this.
His vocals are nice, man. His vocals are really smooth. I mean, it's just not. Some rappers, man, they try to make an effort to kind of sing a little bit. And they know they can't sing, but with the ones that do, they do okay. But he does an exceptional job.
Yeah.
With his voice. So
yeah, I like his singing voice. He layers really well. He does his harmonies really well. He puts his little background vocals and his yeah, he be killing it.
I like that. Yeah, he does.
I like it. All right, cool. We'll go ahead and roll into the next track. This is track number 17. This is Skit 3. Another skit here.
All right.
So this is the radio personality Easy Wider comes back on, and then it goes into track 18, which is titled Glass House, featuring legendary New Orleans rapper Currency, the Hot Spitter, as well as Big Crit.
Big Crit.
Yeah, Big Crit, who is another Southern rapper who is from, I want to say, Alabama.
Big Crit.
If I'm not mistaken. And yeah, Big Crit, he's dope. He's a rapper, but also a producer. And he's really dope. And yeah, Glass House is another standout for me. So yeah, we'll play Skit 3 and it'll roll right into Glass House, produced by Big Crit, featuring Currency and Big Crit.
All right, bet.
It's your boy, Mr. Easy Wider, coming to you live on WEED. And right now, we got some gorilla pimping shit. You know we highway pimping these hoes. That's state to state, fool. What you know about it? Matter of fact, if you on the highway right now, and a bitch owe you money,
Big Crit.
Yeah.
It's the planes in the Taylor gang. Yeah. Dash digital situation critical. Hate to make it so blatant, baby, but I ain't playing. Maybe you got me confused with one of them other dudes. I ain't none of them under their breath mumbling. Scared to tell them hoes what it is. You put yourself in that position. I chill with all that baller fishing. You fucked around and you caught a shark. Cold hard, tear your feelings apart. I'm more focused on getting my rounds powder coated. One of the dopest, I'm schedule one. You just ibuprofen. What do you smoking? Them bogus growers, they got you choking. The options open, you can hide with the suckers. Arrive low and get higher than the motherfucker. Yeah.
Nah, Currency's the man.
Yeah.
Currency's the man.
I see. I ain't never heard him before.
He be spitting some stuff.
Just by the smell it's obvious. Then my connect come from Cali. I'm good long as the money piling up. All the while I'm just quick lane dipping. Big Jane twisting. Walking how I talk it, bitch, that's Pittsburgh pimping. Don't you wanna rest that ass in this glass? Don't yeah. Wanna rest that ass
with the bumper, grill and chandelier, ceiling flush, linen. Is you fucking, is you sucking? I was wondering, cause if not, don't be pushing on my buttons and my cutters unless you cut. Bitch, I'm just saying, I ain't tricking. It's the reason that this porno flick playing trunk, shaking, knocking pictures off the wall. Southern maiden call, 808, me no draws. You got frizz, I fuck them all. What you mean you ain't nasty? Why the fuck you came? Just imagine what you got to do to get up in my planes. Mississippi pimp, mouthpiece, frigid, dolomite, out of sight, show you right, can you dig it, shout it?
They brought it on that one, boy. Man, I want to hear some more Currency too. They put Big Crit on there a lot, but man, Crit killed it. But man, I want to hear some more Currency too, because Currency, man, oh, dude,
They are going to love that.
Yeah.
Currency, I'll give you a brief. So Currency, he's from New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
He was originally signed to No Limit with Master P.
Okay.
Back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Then that didn't work out. Then he linked up with Lil Wayne. He was signed with Lil Wayne on his Young Money label, and that didn't work out.
Damn. He can't get along with people.
No, it's just I don't think they knew what to do with him as an artist, right? So then early in the 2010s, late 2000s, early 2010s, Currency went independent and he just started dropping mixtapes and music videos with himself because he had gained some notoriety and some money and stuff. So he just started producing all his own stuff independently. And I mean, he went through one of those years, he dropped 12 mixtapes in 1 year.
Damn.
So every month
he was on a roll.
He dropped a mixtape and they were quality. He was spitting his stuff and he was just showing his lifestyle.
Man.
And he created like a really cult internet following. So he's not like this huge, super popular rapper, but he has a really, really strong following. Right. And he's been able to maintain that. I mean, even this year, I think this past year, he dropped probably like 3 mixtapes. And I mean, he drops a lot of music and it's really quality stuff. And he stays in his lane. He raps about what he raps about. And he's just one of those just super, just cool people. Right. And you just want to hear him talk. You know,
he might not worked out with Lil Wayne, and he might. Who else?
Master P.
So but to me, maybe it was just because of his style. It didn't jab with those guys. But for a guy like
Currency,
Currency on this album, he fits so well.
Yeah,
I mean, and to me, I would keep bringing him back. If I was
Well, it's funny you say that. So Wiz Khalifa and Currency struck up a friendship, and they actually dropped they dropped a project called How Fly. It was a collaboration between the two of them.
Yeah,
they went back and forth on like 12 or 14 tracks.
Oh man, I bet that's killer.
It's super dope. Yeah, it's really good.
It's killer, man, because he fits so well on here. And I'm thinking to myself, man, I would bring that dude back on
for sure.
do something with him because they could just, like you said, go back and forth.
Yep.
Man, it was it sounded like. I mean, when I heard it, it was like a match made in heaven.
For sure.
You know what I mean? This dude was like, all right, what the?
See, and sometimes it's like, I don't know. When I play these albums for you, like, there's certain stuff I'm like, oh, man, I wonder if he'll catch this. Or I wonder if, this will resonate,
Right.
When stuff like this does, I'm like, oh man, yes, like you really get it, like, and that's cool because I mean, Wiz and Currency go together hand in hand. Currency being in the game much longer and much before Wiz, and then Wiz coming in the game and kind of taking off to superstardom. But Currency always just kind of playing his lane and doing his thing. They just always been real cool, and it was dope to see them.
That was definitely
together,
a dope verse, man.
Yeah, Currency killed it.
He killed it.
Break down some of these lines.
No slight to Big Crit though. Big Crit
did his thing too, and Big Crit, he's dope. He's from Mississippi, and he's got like this.
I can tell he had this.
He's got like this. He's very reminiscent. You probably haven't heard too much of this, but like Pimp C is a rapper from Houston, early '90s or late '90s, early 2000s. He actually passed away. But he had a very distinct style, and I think Crit, you can hear Pimp C style in Crit's rapping. Okay. But I mean, just to break down some of these lines,
so many.
Dash Digital, situation critical, like just like that's a hard bar just to start your verse with.
Yes.
He's saying, you scared to tell them hoes what it is. You put yourself in that position. Out here with all that baller fishing, you fucked around and caught a shark. Yeah. Cold heart, tear your feelings apart. One of the dopest. I'm Schedule 1. You just ibuprofen. What is you smoking? So he's a Schedule 1 drug. You just aspirin. Man. He's just Currency is just, man. Currency. He goes by Currency. He goes by Currency, the hot spitter. The people call him Spitter.
He got a freestyle. I know he freestyles.
Yeah, he's
Does he?
I don't know if I've ever seen a radio freestyle from him. I mean, he'd have to have one. We'll look it. Look it up.
The way he flows.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if he does.
He's got to have a freestyle. Yeah, for sure. Love Currency. I'm glad you enjoyed Currency. That is fire.
Yeah, that hit me right there. Boy. As soon as I seen the Currency, I seen him spitting. I was like, what?
That's dope. Dope. Yeah, okay, so here is finally the outro. This is track 19. It's produced by Sledrin.
What if I catch it? I'm the one taught you how to listen to music. Talking about wonder if he gonna catch.
Well, it's just like certain
I know what you're
nuances,
saying. I'm
you know.
messing with
But
you.
I just love when that happens because it's like, I think that's probably why people enjoy our videos too. It's like because they're probably like, oh, I wonder if he's gonna like this. And not only will you if you like it, but will you like it for the same reasons or why or the way we like it.
Right,
so,
right.
So that's
that was cold blooded, man. I'm gonna go back and listen to that.
That joint, that's one of my favorite songs on here. Glass House is fire.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
as a matter of fact, I'm gonna go back and listen to the whole thing for real.
Yeah.
But I got like 4 maybe stands out. Wait a minute, how many records on here?
There's been a lot. This is kind of like minus the skits. I think there's like 17 tracks or something like that.
Oh, well then it's like most of it's all stand out, but I think 4 or 5 solid ones.
Yeah.
And minus the one we talked about. We ain't gonna go back. But dude, this
Wiz the man for sure. All right, well, here's the outro.
That sounds like a beat I've heard before.
We just it's the same beat that the intro was.
Okay, but I'm thinking from another artist though.
Oh, okay.
Man, we didn't heard so much shit, man.
Yeah. Well, if it sounds familiar, it's probably because it's the same beat as the intro.
And the producer on this is
Sledger.
Okay.
More places than I ever been. And we go up so high, up the clouds. No one pulling me down.
He's in the clouds again.
He stays there.
Up at the top of the world. Up the clouds. No one pulling me down. Roll with GN. Feel like you're dreaming, but you just living.
And then that's the outro, but then we also have this bonus track that he threw at the end.
Okay.
Check it out. Supply. This song's cool.
Yeah.
Featuring Nesby Phipps.
Is it Phil?
Bone snaps and crane kicks, divine intervention. I was put her to change. But shut up. If you speak it, you don't know it. You know it, you don't speak it. Can't feel me if you put your vertebrae on the speakers. See, you got the beat hanging out on you. I get high in Chong on bones in California. Catch me in your local cool spots, Catacona. Further to the earth, round at that aroma. For those inquisitive, scoop closer to Phipps a bit. I invite you to get higher than what you've experienced.
There's some who think they smoke, but we stay higher.
Oh, it's a contest now.
I think it fly, but we get flyer. Ain't looking for the planes, we done cruise right by.
Cruise right by.
While I smoke, they ask me if I supply, I say no.
No.
It's everywhere we go.
I guess so.
Woke up in the morning, some ashes in the sink, couple drinks we was pouring in. My niggas sleep, bitches rolling weed while I'm young, fight or heart. I'ma keep rolling trees, nigga, light or spark. Taylor in my walk, karate in my talk. Now that's gangster. There's some who think they smoke, but
All right, and that is the last track, Supply, featuring Nesby Phipps. What you think about that one, Dad?
Yeah, well, like I said, I didn't know they were having a contest on who could get higher.
There's some that think they smoke, but we get higher.
And we just cruise on by.
Yeah.
That was a nice song, man. Nesby Phipps, nice rapper too. I never heard him before. So
Yeah, I actually never heard of him before or after this, but to me, he had one of the better feature verses on here. I mean, he just his verse was so cool. Like his flow was just dope, and he said a lot of cool stuff in here.
hooks, crooks, and castles.
Hook, crook, castle draped up in the same fit, rocking it for days now. Will it to the pace style. Yeah, no, he killed it. And then I love this beat, just like that analog keyboard and the tambourines.
Yeah. Now that was nice because first he just had the analog keyboard, and I thought that was gonna be the basic beat throughout the whole thing, and then here come the tambourines.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, look. And then they just kept that smooth flow about the whole song. I liked it, man.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
Cool. All right, cool. Well, that concludes Kush and Orange Juice by Wiz Khalifa, the legendary mixtape from the 2010s. What did you think about the mixtape as a whole and Wiz Khalifa and just everything about it?
Can I use your word?
What?
It was fire.
Yeah, for sure.
It was fire, dude. Plus, and then it's added plus that he's a Yenzer.
Yeah.
Yenzer. Yeah, boy. So anyway, man, Jizz, then Wiz.
Yeah.
Man, you did pretty good.
Cool. Awesome.
Very, very good.
Yeah. Well, I did want to just introduce kind of like that mixtape era to you. And I think Wiz just really had one of the best mixtapes from that era. I think Kush and Orange Juice is just such a, it's kind of like, damn, he gave that away for free. Like, it's like, you know, like.
So let me ask you something. You see these artists roll out their albums and stuff, these big projects, and break it up. They break it up. Okay, now it's good. It's good. So they roll out these big projects, these albums and stuff, but then you say, oh yeah, but he got his popularity rolling out, doing mixtapes. Mm. So to me, do you think that the better work is done on the mixtapes as opposed to these projects that they roll out in albums?
You know, it's kind of like a case-by-case basis, but I think as a majority, for some reason, a lot of, I'll say most artists, their first work is usually like their best. I don't know why. It's like
the mixtapes.
It's like, yeah, they're just so hungry to get on, and they're, you know, trying their
passionate,
you know. Yeah. And then once they get to that success, not saying that with Wiz, because Wiz he's had some good albums since, but like once he got to like his super commercial status, it's like, I don't know, I didn't really enjoy any of the albums afterwards.
But you know what? I think because, you know, that's what, the reason I ask you that question is because to me, when I look at artists like this, I think that it's not only is it the passion, but I think that I don't know, they're just more free. Mm. You know, they more relaxed. They just let their, you know, artistic juices just flow in these mixtapes.
Like less pressure. And
yeah, so you gotta, I don't know how their contracts are structured when they go commercial with their albums, but I'm pretty sure there's some structure they gotta follow.
Right.
And it kind of
takes away from the artistry.
Yeah, it kind of restricts them in some ways.
I think that is part of it. But then there's some artists like, I think like a Kanye West, who I think he's, maybe some people might agree that maybe his last few albums have taken a decline, but he constantly improved on his projects as he went along.
Yeah, but that's Kanye, and Kanye probably, you know,
doesn't listen to anybody.
Exactly.
Does what he wants.
Exactly.
For sure. But to me, I don't know. I feel like, you know, when you have success and you have the building behind you should be able to do what you want. And I feel like a lot of people kind of are like, oh, let me appease to this and let me do this, and maybe
they try too hard.
Maybe they're trying too hard. Yeah. So I don't know. It's hard to say, but I love like a lot of these artists, like even like a Lil Wayne, like mixtape Wayne is another level when it comes, you know, when you compare it to his albums and his mixtapes, it's just like no comparison. Like what he does on his mixtapes is just, and we're about to get into it right now, and I'm gonna show you because what he does on his mixtapes is just otherworldly.
Is that right?
But then when he gets in the album, like, you know, he makes a good album, but it's nothing like the mixtapes. But
and so what was this mixtape called?
The mixtape that we just listened to, Kush and Orange Juice.
Kush and Orange Juice.
By Wiz Khalifa. Released in 2010. You're not gonna find it on there.
What?
Oh, actually, you will find a version of it, but it's got like different. They had to change a bunch of the beats because the samples didn't clear and stuff, so they had to like change the beats and they sound a little different. But all right,
but I can't find what we just listened to.
It is a version of what we listened to.
Not the whole thing?
Not the whole thing and not the exact same thing. The beats are a little different. Yeah. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Also drop a comment. Let us know what is your favorite song from Kush and Orange Juice, as well as turn on your post notifications so you can be notified every single time we drop a new video. And also, if you like our videos, but you want to see the uncut, unedited versions of these videos, then consider checking out our Patreon where we also drop additional content throughout the month. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching our video. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Later.